Right. I'm sorry about the volume on some of these films. It's a bit quieter. I just plugged in the microphone. I thought it might work a bit better. Anyway, here's another story. This is called from the Twilight Zone. This is called The Storyteller. Jacob Heiner is 56 years old and employed as a librarian in one of the city's oldest libraries. He has worked in the same building for most of his adult life and is a popular and familiar face among most of the local residents, many of whom often ask for his advice before borrowing a book. The old man is an avid reader and a valued employee. He often stays behind after work reading fairy tales to the local children, who sit cross-legged around the librarian's wooden chair in wide-eyed astonishment, while Jacob reads another tale by the Brothers Grimm. Every evening after work he would sit at home in his favourite armchair, reading a novel for several hours. He had read almost every book in the library and would often read aloud to his own children before tucking them safely into bed. His wife, Helga, is a plump grey-haired woman with a broad smile and an infectious laugh. She works in the local bakery just around the corner from the city library. Every lunchtime Jacob Heiner would buy himself a loaf of bread for lunch. He met Helga 30 years ago in that very same bakery. It was love at first sight for both of them. The year is 1933 and Jacob Heiner has just arrived for work. Mr. Eric von Strauss, the chief librarian, is standing outside the large oak doors at the entrance to the library. "I'm sorry, Jacob," frowns Eric, "but we are being closed down," he explains. "Why?" asks the old man. "New government legislation," sighs the chief librarian. A yellow Star of David has been painted on a window by the doors. A crowd of angry people soon gather around the library, shouting protests and laughing. Many of them are brandishing flaming torches. "Heil Hitler!" they shout. A German soldier wearing a black uniform walks up to Jacob. "May I see your spectacles?" asks the Nazi officer. "Why?" asks Jacob. "Just give them to me," orders the man in the black uniform. He inspects the round metal spectacles, drops them onto the pavement and stamps on the lenses with the heels of his jackboot. "You won't be needing them where you are going," laughs the soldier. "You are under arrest, Jew," he sneers. The Nazi unlocks the large oak doors of the library, and a crowd of angry young men run into the building. They gather up stacks of leather-bound books and throw them onto piles in the town square, before setting them ablaze with their burning torches. Flames of red and orange dance brightly in the evening sky, softly illuminating the concrete streets of Berlin. Jacob Heiner died 2 years later in Auschwitz. The end. A footnote. If history is destroyed, then what future will we have, lest we forget?